beautiful family. Welcome back to our channel. Happy Sunday. I'm so glad you joined us again. Love Sundays. They're the best. So let's go. Today we're going to be talking about when God is silent. When you just have no idea where God is, it doesn't seem like he's speaking into your life, and kind of some steps you can do to fix that. But before I get started, my name is Payton. I'm so happy you're here. If you're new, it just makes me so happy when we have new people here, so thank you for joining us today. And if you'd like to join the family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you never miss an upload. So just to get right into this, I think the first thing we need to realize is God is never truly silent. He's always working in your life, he's always working around you, and he's always speaking into your life. A lot of it has to do with what we're doing, the endless amount of distractions, our busyness. Like, there's so many factors that kind of make you feel very distant from God and like you can't hear him. So the first question is, why do you feel distant from God? Is there a reason that you feel like he's being silent? When did you first realize that God is being silent in your life? And then also another important question is, do you feel like God has left you or that he has abandoned you? And if you said yes to that last one, then I want to reassure you by reading you this verse. In James 4:8 it says, "Draw near to God and he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded." So basically, if you're trying and you're working to become near to God, to hear God better, he's going to draw near to you. So like the thing is, I kind of imagine God is always like just right here, you know? And he's not imposing, like he's not going to nudge himself into your life and into what you're doing. See, the thing is, he wants to be invited in and he wants to be a part of everything. So I think when you're kind of over in your corner and you're kind of like, I just don't hear him, whatever, like I'm just going to give up on it. Like he's right here, and when you draw near to him, he's going to draw near to you. So I think just remembering this verse here could help you. I think something else that could be super helpful is stripping your faith down. Reconnecting, start back at the beginning, start back at the basic fundamentals of like, who is Jesus? Learn the characteristics of Jesus. Learn how you have felt most connected to God. Think back to times when you were like, oh my gosh, my faith is so good. I feel so close to God. I'm spending time with him, all these things. So kind of like strip your faith down back to the fundamentals and just start doing those solid things, simple things like reading this chapter a day in the Bible, listening to worship music at this time. Kind of start to create healthy and simple habits that kind of remind you to like, okay, today I need to reconnect to Jesus. And I think when you start to really build Jesus into your day that way and kind of make him your priority, you're going to start to see like, oh, he showed up here. Oh, he's leading me here. So just strip down your faith. Don't try to make it complicated. Try to remember that this is a relationship with you and Jesus. It is personal, and just start fresh. What do you do with a friendship that is kind of rocky, that you guys aren't doing very well? I'm sure a lot of times you guys sit down, you talk through it, and you're kind of like, okay, let's go back to where this started. And so strip down your faith. Thirdly, refresh your mind of the promise of God's presence. He says so much in the Bible that he's with us. He's there. He's one step ahead of us. So remind yourself of these scriptures that I'm about to read. The first one is Zephaniah 3:17, which actually I hardly ever read Zephaniah. I think I'm saying that right. So when I was doing my research on kind of what verses I could share with you guys, I was really happy to find this one because it's fun to just read new things. Anyway, here you go. Zephaniah 3:17. The Lord your God is among you, a warrior who saves. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will be quiet in his love, and he will delight in you with singing. I think specifically this verse here that says he will be quiet in his love. The way God is showing up in your life may be in a way that you aren't expecting, or it might be in a way. So we're programmed by society, by how we grew up, all these different things. And I think when you become a Christian and a follower of Christ, you have to kind of reprogram yourself. And so you have a certain expectation of how God is supposed to show up in your life. And I think a lot of times we think he's silent and we think he's not there because we're expecting him to show up in a certain way. So the next one is Psalms 139:7 through about 10-ish. And it says, "Where can I go to escape your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in Sheol, you are there. If I live at the eastern horizon or settle at the western limits, even there your hand will lead me, your right hand will hold on to me. If I say, surely the darkness will hide me and the light around me will be night, even the darkness is not dark to you. The night shines like the day, darkness and light are alike to you." So, right here, basically, you cannot escape the Spirit. So, I think, specifically for you guys, no matter how far you feel from God, and He's being silent, know that it is not Him that has abandoned you or left you. Like I said, He's always just like waiting there, not as far as you think He is. So I think here is like, there's nothing you can do to like flee from His presence. He's going to be with you always. He is always with you, even when you feel so far and distant. And the last one you guys can remind yourself of is Deuteronomy 31:8, and it says, "The Lord is the one who will go before you. He will be with you and He will not leave you or abandon you. Do not be afraid or discouraged." I love that. He's always with you. I promise. Even when you just can't hear Him at all and you just haven't heard Him for a while, know that He is still with you. There's something else that is blocking you to receive what He's telling you. And so that goes into the next step of how you can hear God when He's being silent. So remember back to the last time that God was leading you, the last time that He answered your prayer. Did you follow through with the guidance that He gave you? So He answered your prayer that you're asking for. Did you go through with it? Did you kind of go your own way? Things like that. Look back to where He was guiding you before you couldn't hear Him anymore. And I also think a lot of times we place this expectation on God to answer us a certain way. So then when He doesn't answer the way we wanted, our false expectations, then we think He didn't answer us at all. So really focus on, is this answer that I'm looking for what I want? And so basically what has really helped me to hear God better is when I pray for something and when I pray for guidance, I don't even have any idea of what the answer could be, because that was my exact issue, is I was clouded by what I wanted the answer to be, that I didn't hear God clearly. So now I'm really like, God, lead me. What do you want me to do next in this? And I just wait to see what that response is. And also, God responds to you in a lot of different ways, through friends, through families, through events that happen. I think it's very rare. Some people have said that they have heard like an auditory voice of God, but I think a lot of times He speaks to you through His words, through worship, through interactions with other people, to opportunities that come your way, a whole bunch of different things. So I think you kind of have to be smart with it and like, okay, I prayed about this and this event happened. So does that connect to this? So kind of like, I think God really wants you to use your brain sometimes and kind of connect the dots, because He's like, I laid this all out for you. Now put it together. I know you can. So that's pretty much all I have to say, all the advice I have to give for that right now, at least. So I hope you guys like that. If you need help, always message me. You can leave a comment down below or message me on Instagram, anything that works for you, and I will definitely try my best to give you some advice. But thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any other questions or topics you'd like to hear, please leave it down below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so that I know you liked it. And I will see all of your beautiful faces on Friday. Okay, bye.
Hey. Or to pick up the phone just to say what is up.